Welcome back to OROWindMap. Today we're going to talk about how to create a login and what the benefits of doing so are. You can see that I'm here on the OROWindMap homepage. I'm not currently logged in, and I can go ahead and use most of the basic features. So I can go ahead and take a look at different data layers. I could turn those on and view them in our map viewer. But there's another tab here called MyPlanner. And when I click on MyPlanner, I see that I need a login in order to do a number of other things. This includes creating and sharing map view bookmarks, either in groups or with colleagues via a link. It also includes the ability to draw and highlight map areas, and again, save those drawings to my account or share them in a variety of different places. So there's an option to log in or register here, as well as to learn more about MyPlanner. There's also an option to do so in the top right-hand corner. So I'm going to click here. You can see that if you have not registered yet, there's an option to do so. I do want to note that the broader West Coast Ocean Data Portal site has the same feature as far as a login and MyPlanner, and that the logins for those two sites are not interchangeable. So if you already have an account on the West Coast Ocean Data Portal site, you will need to create a new one in order to access OROWindMap and vice versa. I already have a login, so I'm going to come back to this page and enter that now. Now you can see when I log in, it's going to refresh the page and it recognizes me in the top right. If I click on my name, I can view information about my account. I can view the groups that I'm a part of. In this case, because I'm an administrator, I have a couple of other options, so you won't see those in your account, and I can go ahead and log out. Now when I go to my data pane and I click on MyPlanner, I see that there are two options for map view bookmarks and drawings. So I could choose to create a new bookmark, give it a name and a description, and in this case I would want to have the data layers turned on that I'd like to save. For myself, because I've been using OROWindMap for a while, I already have a couple of bookmarks saved. So I'm going to take a look at Pink Shrimp Fishing Effort. I've given it a description to remind myself that this shows an overlap of logbook data provided by ODF&W and VMS data analyzed by BOEM for the West Coast pink shrimp fishery. So if I click on that hyperlink, it's just going to turn on that bookmark for me. When I go to my active pane, I can see the layers that includes. I can go ahead and check out the legends if I'd like to. And when I go back to MyPlanner, you can see that there's a couple different options. If I'd like to share that bookmark, I can do so by sharing a URL. I could also embed that map somewhere. Or I could share my bookmark with any groups that I'm a part of. So this check mark means I've already added it to the group called Demo, which is something that I'm going to address in a future video. I also want to show you the drawings feature. Again, if I wanted to create a new drawing, I could choose to draw a shape, a line, or a point. I think I'll just do a quick shape here. I'm going to double click there in order to finish my shape. I'm just going to name it triangle, very creative. I'm going to give it a description. In this case, I'm just going to write test. And now you can see that it has saved to my account. It has that description. Because, again, I've been using OROWindMap for a while, I do have some other shapes saved here. This icon for Not Colorado indicates to me that this was shared with me by another person. And if I hover there, it tells me which user shared that shape with me. I'm actually going to turn on this one called Example Shapes. And I'm going to zoom to the layer. So it's going to zoom out a little bit so you can see all three. These are clearly not very useful for the world of ocean planning, but I did want to put these example shapes in to show you that you do have a lot of flexibility in terms of moving around vertices and overlapping shapes. I've given this a description as well, and then if I click on that gear again, there are a couple of options for shapes. I could go back and edit shapes that I've already created, and it tells you how to do so in terms of moving or deleting or creating new vertices. I'm not going to do that right now. I could also go ahead and share these shapes again with groups that I'm a part of, which is what demo represents. There's also a checkbox here that says share with public. What this means is, because this is a private account, if I wanted to share a link to this to the general public, I would need to check that box that says share with public in order for my private drawings to be visible. This is something that I will review in more detail when we talk about using OROWindMap to help with a public comment submission. And this is all we're going to cover for today in terms of the use of the login feature. In our next video, we're going to talk more about engaging with groups, which is again a feature that is only available if you've created a login. Thank you.